Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan of Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on last year's national champions, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Scarlet Knights offense will get the ball first. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams.
Whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position. You hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Murray. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Buckley. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's go. Running back searching for a hole. At the 45 on his way. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Scarlet Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough space, and he waltzes it for the score. Touchdown, Rutgers!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the USC Trojans offense will take the field for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate. throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Wants to throw. It's Mayama. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player... Get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
Teams about which conferences are better, you're going to get a lot of answers today.
Caught over the middle. It's Courtney. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Got the first down and more. The change after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got a chance. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Murray. There he goes. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Tulane was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in New Orleans. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot.
What's up, man? You finished your pizza?
Sounds as if they had a good one there. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Quick strike complete. Man, he uses that stiff arm like a disc card, and they get it to the 18-yard line.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback.
What's up, bub?
What do you like? What's your favorite?
Why'd you poop in your small potty?
Routes, easiest reads. Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Duff. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's McMillan. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll finish the run. they've been as they extend this lead here in Week 5.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Gets it out quickly. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And
he's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. We just have to make that catch. The Trojans will call on their punt team. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Got a man, it's Jordan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They booted away on fourth down. He's got it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's done. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He leaves it with the back. There he goes. Smashes him with the stiff arm.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll put in play from the 41 on 1st down. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic and fortunate to get it back. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Pocket bringing down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. And the returner will be brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Joe.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Mayaba. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
And take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances.
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback.
Stop playing on the door, bro.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
I'm down here, bro.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 18 to Cal. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. He's taking the shot. He's got it all right. Lots of room to run. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He worked his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. There's still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Nearly.
Oh my Lord,
There,
bro.
he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be
Why he
3rd
just did
down.
that goofy
They
shit,
could
bro?
have flipped
What
that
the fuck is
field
he
in a
doing?
hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Goes to the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. That's caught. It's Washington. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking downfield on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Bring in the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Trojans will hunt it away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Gonna run it. It's Mitchell. Makes it past the marker. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Scarlet Knights will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum. Turning it on. Sweet spin. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air, it's Mayaba. Sets up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bussey. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line.
What, my man? What?
But no more than that.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, he'll throw it. A lot of defenders around on that screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. I think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got it in the middle. It's Washington. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
They stop him short of the marker. They'll turn it over on down. The give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He wants to throw it. That ball's incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of
Nico, chill out!
them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its 1st touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. They just keep firing. Grab behind the line. It's Washington. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was is a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
I'll be surprised.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call.
Oh, they called it a catch?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. They go right back to it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Russell. He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Southern Cal! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's McMillan. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Touchdown, Rutgers! And once he found open space, full eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, it's bigger dreams for this squad.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Looking for space. It's Jordan. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. You make up the game not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Trojans send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Snagged in the middle. It's Duff. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You know what? It's probably
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Looking to scramble. Going for 6. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Wide receiver comes in motion. And back to the air on second down. The screen, he can go. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They'll run it on first and goal. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical, and this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it.
Touchdown, Rutgers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Offense in an empty set. Scanning the field, it's Russell. He'll pull it down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Jordan. Looking for room at the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jordan. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And ball game is obviously out of hand, but I think the fans would argue too at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see.
He got to drop that. He's got to drop that.
The very end of the football game.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.